Well, hey kids, how we doing? We are back after a really long summer. Hopefully you guys have had a lot of fun. You can see that we're back in the church again, and it's time for us to start Sunday school again. But I know we've still got the pandemic going, so that means unfortunately for a little while longer, we're not going to be having any Sunday school in our classrooms. But that doesn't mean that we still can't learn stuff. And so that's why today we're going to talk about one of the more important feasts in our church. Not as important as Easter, but a very important feast that starts the year in our church in September. And what feast is that? Well, what's this? Now, all of you have seen one of these before, right? You see it like, around your neck, like you got it like this, right? Where you're kind of wearing it around your neck. Now, probably it's not going to be like as big as this, you're not going to be wearing it like bling or anything like that. And here I've got another cross. Now, a little bit smaller than the one that you saw. So everywhere we go, certainly everywhere in the church, you're going to see a cross. You'll see it on my Bible. You'll see people wearing the cross. You'll see crosses all over in the iconography that we've got. And even outside, like on top of church buildings, you'll see it. Or maybe you'll even see like crosses if you're walking in the sidewalk. Seems like a cross is everywhere. So why do we have all these crosses? And why do Christians have crosses? Like, why can't we have like wear a whale on our chest, or the Star of David maybe? Or why can't we wear like a big picture of the sun with a smiling face? Why do we have this cross? What does that mean? Well, for Christians, it's a very, very important symbol of what Jesus did for us. So now when you look here and you see Jesus on the cross, what you remember now is the things that Jesus did for us. So what the cross means for us is that sometimes there's going to be trouble, and sometimes you're going to feel sad, like Jesus felt sad certain times in his life. You're going to be hurt and you're going to feel pain, just like Jesus. He felt pain also. So the cross reminds us that sometimes in life it's going to be really hard. Think about the things that have made you sad, or the times when you've been hurt. And those were difficult times. So what we say today is that's having to bear your cross. That's what people mean when they say that, is they're reminded of the difficult part of the cross. But if that was the only message of the cross, the message of sadness and pain and hurt, none of us would want to come to church. Look at Jesus. Look at this icon. That is a sad Jesus. Now, this is the icon of Jesus at Lent, all right? And so if this is what our model was going to be, none of us, including me, would want to come to church, because I don't want to be this sad person. So there has to be something more that the cross has. And you know what that is? I'll show you. It's that. The empty cross. Jesus doesn't suffer anymore. He came to take away our pain. He came to take away our sadness. He came to take away the hurt that we feel. So that pain now, Jesus has already taken on himself. So we celebrate the empty cross. So it's no longer something that shows pain and hurt and everything like that. It shows hope and joy that we're going to be with Jesus. What? Jesus is here right now. Every Sunday when you come to church, you'll see the priest, and he's there and he's holding something out. What is that something that he's holding out? No, not the tray. He's holding up the communion spoon, because that is the presence of our Lord and God, Jesus Christ. Because he's not there, he's here. He's here with us. And that's the strength of the cross. And that's why we wear the empty cross, because it reminds us that Jesus, God, is always with us and always loves us. And even though with the cross we'll have pain and hurt and sadness sometimes, we know that together with our parents, together with our friends, together with all of the people that are in the church, together we are one in Jesus, and because of His love, that pain will pass, and that heartache will pass, and that sadness will pass. And that is the strength of the cross. So I want you to remember that the cross always has two sides. The one side is the reminder that our life will have some pain and hurt, just like Jesus's did, and that just like Jesus, we're going to feel sad. But more important, the cross has the side of hope and love and joy. And so every time you look at your cross, or you see the cross on a building, or you see the cross in church, that's what I want you to think of, those two sides of the cross and how important they are. Well, that concludes our video for this Sunday. Not quite. There's two more things I should have talked about. One of them is how to make the sign of the cross, and the other one is when to make the sign of the cross. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a homework assignment, and there's two links below, and I want you to watch both of those videos on those two things: when to make the sign of the cross, how to make the sign of the cross. And don't forget to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel, because for at least for the end of the year, this is unfortunately how we're going to have to be doing Sunday school. I know that it's sad and unfortunate that you all can't be here to be with your friends in church, but at least like the cross, there's always hope.